Okay, so I know you see those people online saying that they made 10K whilst having a Weetabix this morning, or they just made 20K in their first 30 days of Forex trading. But believe me when I tell you this, Forex trading is not about making money. It's about Okay, what are you saying, people, and welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be answering the question, if I was to press the rewind button on my trading journey, what are the 4 crucial things that I would tell myself? But as usual, before we get into the video, make sure you like the video if you're feeling generous, and of course subscribe to my channel if you want more similar content in the future, and also hit the bell so you don't miss up any uploads. And also make sure you follow me on my Telegram channel. I'll leave a link to that in the description. So I'll be posting a lot of different trading setups throughout the week and you don't want to be missing out on that, so make sure you go check it out. And also follow me on my Instagram. I'll leave the handle there. So I'll be posting a lot of different setups as well and different tips and tricks just to help you out on your Forex journey. Okay, so with that out of the way, let's get into the video. Here are the 4 crucial things that I would tell myself if I was to start my journey all over again. Okay, so the first thing that I'll tell myself is that I don't need to know everything to become a successful Forex trader. Okay, so when I first started Forex trading, I was desperately trying to find out as much information as possible. I was desperate to learn every single strategy, every single technique. I was just trying to compile everything together to make the best strategy possible and make as much money as I could. But little did I know that I was only hindering my trading progress. You don't need to know everything to become a successful trader. You'll be surprised how many people are actually online trying to find different strategies and different techniques when they already have a profitable trading strategy in front of them. All they need to do is implement it and just stay consistent with it, and they'll probably make money. But obviously, because you're a new Forex trader, you lack the experience, you lack the know-how, you lack the confidence. So inevitably you start looking elsewhere for different strategies, and that ultimately just complicates things. And inevitably they found a strategy that they think has got a 96% win rate, and they've got 23 different indicators on the screen, and they can barely see the chart, and it looks all messy, messier than your bedroom, and you know your bedroom's messy, don't deny it. And don't worry, we've all been there. Actually, leave a comment down below if you ever had a really messy chart, because I know I had, and it was bad. And it was only later down the road that I realized that less is more. You don't need a million different things on your charts to make money. In fact, you don't need a 96% win rate to make money. You can easily make money on 40% or even 30%, as long as you focus on your wins on more than your losses. And which, in my opinion, is far more important to focus on rather than just filling your head with information. Okay, so the second thing that I would tell myself if I was to start my Forex journey again, it would be to focus on keeping your money and not making money. Okay, so I know you see those people online saying that they made 10K whilst having a Weetabix this morning, or they just made 20K in their first 30 days of Forex trading. But believe me when I tell you this, Forex trading is not about making money. It's about keeping money. And now I know you're thinking, well, why am I here? Miko, I'm trying to pay them bills and I'm trying to head to Brazil. Don't worry, I know them ones. But trust me, Forex is about keeping the money and then making the money second. As long as you focus on risk and master that, the money will start coming in after. Almost everyone goes into Forex trading thinking about how much money they can make and what color their interior design is going to be on their Lamborghini. But nobody's going into Forex thinking about how to protect their original investment, how to protect their capital. Every time you place a trade, everyone's thinking how much money they can make if it becomes a winner. But what you should be thinking about if it becomes a loser, how much money can you lose? And if you have this mentality and you think about your risk first, you'll be miles ahead of everyone else and find yourself becoming profitable a lot quicker. So when you start your Forex journey, make sure you learn all about risk management, try and understand it as much as possible. Learn what your maximum drawdown is, how much you're risking every trade, how much you're risking every week, how do you cope from losing streaks, how do you make sure that your profits cover your losses. And all of these are really important, so make sure you can understand them. So if I was to start my trading journey all over again, I'll make sure that I'll focus on risk management and focus on keeping my money rather than making it. Okay, so the third thing that I'll tell myself if I was to start my journey all over again is to block the noise. So what do I mean by this? I mean all the information online. Nowadays, there's so much information about Forex trading online, and there's so many people you can follow, and you end up following everyone, and then it all becomes overcomplicated and you start to see the effects on your trading. So try to keep it down and try to block out the noise. In fact, I remember situations when I first started trading Forex, I'll be analyzing a pair, let's say Euro-USD for example, and I'll spot a buying opportunity. I'll go online and I'm seeing Billy Bob is telling me to sell, Kevin's telling me to sell, and Mary's telling me to sell as well. So I don't know who I should be following. Should I stick to them or should I stick to my original analysis? So it just overcomplicates things and you end up not knowing what to do, and just becomes really hard to trade Forex. So to avoid all that, my advice to you is just limit everything down. Try to follow maybe 1 or 2 people on social media only, just to keep everything simple. And no, I'm not saying unsubscribe from everyone else and only just watch my videos. Yes, I am. Do it. Subscribe. But just make sure that you keep a limit to all your sources of information online, and just try to keep it simple, because I remember when I first started, it got quite complicated at times. So just make sure you keep it down and try and focus on a couple sources, mainly mine. Thank you, you're decent. And finally, the fourth thing that I would tell myself if I was just starting my trading journey all over again would be to make sure to raise capital whilst I'm learning. Now, this will really help you out in the future. Once you've done all your learning or your practicing, you start to become consistent and you want to go into a live account. If you've got more money to trade with, that means your profits will be much bigger. So whilst you're learning the ropes, trading on demo accounts, trying to pick which strategy works best, practicing all of the above, you can be raising money on the side by doing other things, maybe getting a full-time job or even a part-time job, or many other ways. But doing this can really help you out for when you finish. Instead of having a live account of about £500, you can have a live account of £30,000. So in fact, your profits will be 10 times larger. So in hindsight, your profits will be much more meaningful, because obviously they're a lot larger, and you'll be faster on your way to trading full-time just because you've got more money to trade with. Obviously, if you only got £200, there's only so much you can do with that. Obviously, you can compound it, but it'll take a much longer time than if you were trading with £5,000 or even £10,000. So whilst you're learning and becoming profitable and consistent during demo accounts, make sure that you're consistently trying to raise capital as well, and just put savings aside, which can really help you in the future. Okay, so those are the 4 things that I would have told myself if I was starting my trading journey all over again. So just to recap, number 1, you don't need to know everything. Just keep it simple and learn to become consistent with your strategy, obviously if it's already profitable. Number 2 is focus on keeping your money rather than making it. Just by shifting your focus onto risk management can really put you miles ahead in your trading journey. Number 3 is block out the noise. Make sure you don't overcomplicate things by following too many people on social media. Just keep it simple to 1 or 2. And number 4 is raising capital along the side whilst you're learning the ropes, becoming consistent before you're ready to trade on a live account. Okay, so that is the end of the video. So I hope you found it useful and it really helped you. If you did, make sure you leave a like and also leave a comment on what type of video you'd like to see in the future. And before you leave, make sure you hit the subscribe button and also hit the bell so you don't miss out on any future uploads. But until the next one, I'll see you later.